Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cardinals will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Dukes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Give to the back. Drag down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. We've got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Dukes want to move quickly. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After misfiring, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Morris. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cardinals offense will take the field for the first time. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. A nice physical play.
The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Lets it fly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Incomplete. Now, a 4th down.
And the Dukes will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Webster. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. when he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll do it himself. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Dukes want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, what a luxury when you got a quarterback like this that you can run design runs with. Just gives such an advantage in the numbers game in the box.
And it's not as if that surprised this defense. Defensive coordinator knew all week it was coming, and still it was effective.
Yeah, and knowing it's coming and being able to catch a guy like that runs. Remember, that's not a quarterback. That's a running back, are two different things altogether.
At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
To the air, it's Morris. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Motion from the offense. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Penny. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Dukes will hustle to the line. Looking to pass on second down. He wants it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
James Madison, 10, Ball State, 0.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how long we do it again. Keep attacking.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Off play action. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Morris. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He wants to throw it again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back, the offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
At the 34. 2nd down coming up.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. catch in the middle. It's Presley. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score James Madison 17, Ball State 10.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Steps away to find some room. On the move at the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
A lot of urgency for this offense. Well, jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Morris. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, and you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
And the Dukes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking for a crease. It's slow. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Robinson. Stopped after making the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A completion, but not quite enough for the 1st down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Makes his man miss. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Past the 30. Can anyone catch him? They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those... And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Dukes in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the Dukes have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. To throw, it's Morris. Now improvising. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. The hand to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's slow. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Morris. He makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance.